What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning into Stock Essentials. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be going over workhorse stock, which we can see is doing pretty well in the past month, being up 76%, which is a huge move for the stock, especially being at a low of $7.07 all the way back in May. So it hit all-time lows around May because during the early February, when USPS was going to award its contracts to Workhorse, they actually pulled a fast one and awarded their $6 billion contract to another company instead, which is actually Oshkosh Defense. So this is really bad news for the stock, and it had a lot of people sold out of the stock, including ARK Invest Kathy Woods slowly sold out of the stock by May because a lot of people just didn't see much hope in it. So it went to all-time lows of around $7, and it's a heavily shorted stock. So this is going to cause a pretty big short squeeze if a lot of the Reddit users, retail investors, decide to buy in. And if we check out the weekly chatters for Wall Street Bets, Workhorse is one of the most talked about stocks in the market right now. So keep your eyes definitely on Workhorse. There's a lot of bullish momentum. If we check out the short interest, it's still really high. A lot of people are shorting the stock, especially those big hedge funds who don't believe in the company for the long term. So they're shorting it. So in the short term, Workhorse definitely has a lot of momentum. A lot of calls are being placed. As we can see, a lot of people are placing a lot of call option orders for the July 9th expiration date, $18 strike, and a total of around 170,000 premiums have been spent for that. Next up is going to be the July 2nd expiration dates for the 14.5 as well as the $18 strike price, and a lot of premiums are being spent for that as well, 200K combining both of these premiums. So a lot of people are bullish in the short term. A lot of people are putting a lot of money into it. A lot of people think that in the short term, Workhorse is the one that is going to be squeezing next. So we check out Workhorse. It does look pretty promising, still being pretty low. It's pretty flat from not flat, but it hasn't really moved from a year from now. So a lot of people are anticipating a pretty big move, especially with all the short interest. Has one of the highest short interests currently on the market right now. So a lot of Reddit users, retail investors are looking at this as an opportunity to buy into it and hopefully squeeze this stock because it has a really high short interest, and they're trying to get it back to its all-time highs of around $40, which would be absolutely insane. And already a lot of people have made a ton of money, but I think that now is still a great time to buy into it for the short term, of course. But without this USPS contract, they're not going to have that much revenue. They only produced around 6 vehicles in the past quarter, which is not that much. But in the short term, because of all the hype and all the chatter around it, Workhorse could definitely move higher. So if you want to play this stock for the short term, go ahead. But of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not advising you to do this. This is just my opinion. So we can check out some of the options for this stock, especially the ones that we saw earlier. The July 9th for the $18 strike calls. So we can go to the option chain here, and as you can see, these options are very cheap, only $131. So if you want to play this stock, you want to play call options, this would be a pretty reasonable option to play. However, it only has around a week and a half of time left, so it is kind of risky. So don't put too much money into it. As we can see, data is not terrible. You're only going to lose $8 a day if the stock stays flat due to time decay. So it's not that bad. And if we see a squeeze with Workhorse, you can make a ton of money, definitely with this call option. So I would recommend this as well. And of course, with all these meme stocks, buying shares is also a safe option just because you won't get hit with the data decay. That is pretty high with these contracts for these high implied volatility stocks. Because remember, the higher implied volatility, the higher the premiums are going to be. But Workhorse doesn't have that high of a premium regardless. just because it's at a pretty low price point of only $16, $17 right now. Another strategy you can do is selling puts. So go into sell, let's go into puts, and you can sell some puts because the premiums are going to be high, so you can capitalize on the higher than normal premiums, and you can close it out before expiration if it bleeds out enough. So you could do something like a $16 strike, or even a 15.5, or even $15 strike if you want to be pretty safe, and you can collect some pretty nice premium, not the highest premium, but it is going to help you grow your account a little bit in only a week and a half. So you could do a $16 strike, collect $87 of premium, but I would recommend this $15.50 strike. It looks pretty reasonable, and you receive $69 of premium for opening it, but you do have to put down a collateral of $1550 for this contract in order to write it. Because remember, when you're selling puts, time decay is on your side. And remember, selling puts is not a bearish position. It's actually a neutral bullish position. You want the premiums to bleed out. You want the stock to stay at least flat. You can afford the stock to drop a little bit, but the ideal situation would be flat or slightly bullish. Of course, if the stock goes to, let's say, $100, that would be good for your contracts, but your max profit is going to be the premium, so $69. So it is going to cap your profit there, and if you bought shares instead, you would have a lot more profit there. But this is a safer option if you want to play options and you want to be a little bit safer. So that is the option there. That's about it for this video. If it helped you in any way, please leave a like, comment down below if you have any questions, if you have any requests for new videos, and of course subscribe if you're new to the channel. We make daily videos. Thanks for watching.